Why people hate Saberforge. So Saberforge is one of the largest and most established custom saber manufacturers out there. They're very popular. They have a wide selection of lightsabers available, probably the widest selection of unique hilt models out there. And they also have many different customization options. And yeah, their variety is unmatched, and they probably have some of the highest lightsaber sales in the custom saber community. So, it is a large company, and it's not without its controversies. So let's talk about some of the controversies surrounding Saberforge, some things that people don't like so much about the company. And feel free to comment below with your own experiences with Saberforge, what you think about their products, what you think about other custom saber companies, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'd like to hear all of it. I think it's always valuable to have a lot of voices in these discussions. So let's dive right into it. So starting off with Saberforge, you guys, everything's basically routed, everything comes back to the owner, right? And the owner of Saberforge is a little controversial. So he's made different comments and remarks over the years. He's a very outspoken guy. And some of it's been political, and people haven't necessarily cared for that. Well, you know how it goes. Whenever somebody dives into politics, you'll have people agreeing and disagreeing, and yeah. At any rate, he's done that. He's just made other kind of remarks that people haven't cared for, and yeah. Another thing related to that was he launched a controversial product, or Saberforge launched a controversial product called Saber Pipes. They did this, was it last year? Relatively recently. So Saber Pipes are pipes, like for smoking, that are shaped like lightsabers. So a lot of people, you have a crowd saying, oh, that's so cool. And then you have another crowd saying, I don't like that. It's kind of, aimed for kids, that type of thing. And, but Saberforge is based in Portland, so there is that going on. But even so, that's a controversial product, and, none of the other custom saber manufacturers, or the major ones anyway, would, have touched any controversial product, the same way like that. So anyway, that's definitely something. Now, another, controversial thing with Saberforge is kind of how they handle their social media. So a lot of people have reported being banned from the Saberforge Facebook page. And the reason that a lot of these people say they've been banned is because they ask questions about something, or, they have some kind of customer service issue, and, Saberforge will ban them. A widespread example of people getting banned was the e-Vike blasters. So a few months ago, Saberforge unveiled some kind of Han Solo style blasters, and a few other kind of Star Wars style blasters. And right away, people thought these looked very similar to some blasters on the website e-Vike, which sells airsoft guns. And the Saberforge ones were they looked like a marked up version of the product on e-Vike. And sure, okay, even, if we assume it's the same product, it's one thing to mark up the item the way that they have, but it's another to ban people from the Saberforge Facebook page for asking about it. And multiple people reported that happening to them after, these blasters came out on the Saberforge site. So yeah, instead of having an open dialogue, Saberforge, with some of these things, that they don't care for, they just kind of ban somebody and get rid of them. And there have been other cases of this occurring too. The e-Vike one with the blasters was just kind of a larger scale version of that occurring. And another thing related to kind of their social media presence, that type of thing, Saberforge closed down their Saberforge forum recently, several months ago, and that was a controversial move. It made a lot of people sad, because that's an excellent resource for a lot of lightsaber related things, Saberforge and otherwise. It was a fan-run forum, but I guess Saberforge paid for the hosting, and then they decided they didn't want to pay for it anymore. But yeah, a lot of fans, some fans anyway, speculated that Saberforge really just wanted to kind of route everybody through their Facebook page, and they, where they would have control over the Facebook page rather than this more, freewheeling message boards, forums. So at any rate, that's speculation. But whatever the reason, the forums closed down, and a lot of people are still a little upset about that. Okay, another thing is the shipping. So Saberforge isn't known for being one of the faster, shipping, fast companies that ship faster, rather. And that's there are quite a few of the custom lightsaber companies take a little while to ship. But it seems to be a widespread issue of people's orders being delayed quite a bit. So that means they're given a certain kind of shipping estimate for when their order will ship, and Saberforge goes beyond that. I know that's happened to me. So my orders, a few orders from them have been delayed by several weeks to months. And it's just a little... I don't know. It's a little disappointing as a buyer for that to happen. I mean, I would rather, if my order is going to take 3 or 4 months to ship, I'd rather Saberforge just told me, hey, your order is going to take 4 months to ship, rather than telling me that my order will take 2 months to ship, and then me kind of waiting around and wondering, when is this going to ship? So that's happened to me a few times with them. I know that's happened to others. A lot of people have been mentioning similar stories on YouTube, around the internet, lots of places like that. So that's a little unfortunate, but anyway. So all that said, I mean, I don't want to be just a total buzzkill about this company. Saberforge is a very important custom saber company. They're large, popular, established, and they have done a lot for the custom saber community. They're highly visible. So there are definitely a lot of positives there, but if you are considering purchasing from them or any other company, really, I always recommend doing your research. So look around for different experiences people have had with companies, positive and negative, and just kind of see if you can get a general pulse for a company. So let me know what you guys think below. What do you guys think about Saberforge, their hilts, their customer service, any experience you have related to this company? What do you think about other custom saber companies? How does Saberforge compare with any of these other companies? Let's talk about all of that good stuff below.